I just want to make sure we get the right one.
Before lawmakers even gavelled in Tuesday, Senator Rodney Ellis was laying out Senate Bill 1292. In an attempt to save the state years of costly appeals, the measure would require DNA testing of all biological evidence collected in a death penalty case before the defendant goes on trial.
I'm going to spend my time doing as much as I can to do as much as I can as a policymaker to make sure that mistakes don't happen.
The Democrat from Houston has the support of the state's top prosecutor.
And it will lead to more swift, more certain justice for both the person accused of the crime and the families of the victims.
I don't want to see them go through what we went through.
The families of hit-and-run victims testified on SB 275, which would make the charge of leaving the scene of a fatal accident equal to that of intoxication manslaughter. Bart Griffin lost his daughter Courtney in May of 2011. When Gabrielle Nestande hit her, then left the scene. Nestande was recently sentenced to 10 years probation for a criminally negligent homicide conviction.
This is just another step in our journey, and we thought from the very beginning, since Courtney was killed, that the penalty or the punishment just didn't fit the crime.
Across the hall, the Senate Public Education Committee heard testimony on what a program designed to train school safety workers and teachers to carry a concealed handgun on campus would look like.
When you have 4.7 million children at 9,239 school locations across the state, there's not enough police officers to protect, our children from a determined, well-armed shooter.
The head of the Department of Public Safety, Steve McCraw, told committee members the program would include 16 hours of additional training for current CHL holders at a cost of $9 million for the biennium.
If we are going to do this, we should include the judiciary. We should include ourselves.
And on the Senate floor, Senator Craig Estes challenged the constitutional amendment Senator Kevin Eltife proposed that would limit statewide office holders to 2 consecutive terms. Estes argued the limit should apply to office holders in all 3 branches of government. He was in the minority. The measure passed 28-3.
I just think we ought to have term limits. I think it's healthy. We can debate the length of term, but I think people ought to go into public office, do their job, and either go back to the private sector or run for another office. I don't think it's a lifetime job.
Eltife says if the measure gets out of the House, voters will overwhelmingly approve of the change come November. Reporting at the Capitol, this is ALANA ROCHA with the Texas Tribune.